I'm Georgette Forney, President of Anglicans for Life, and today I will uproot the lie that abortion pills are safe. First, the abortion pill is also known as RU486, medical abortion, at-home abortion, self-managed abortion, DIY abortion, and chemical abortion. But no matter what you call them, they are currently accounting for more than half of the abortions occurring in the United States. The abortion pills are actually two different medications. The first dose is taken, it's a 200 milligram dose of mifepristone. There's a generic version called Mifeprex as well. Mifepristone blocks the progesterone hormone that generates the nutrients needed to feed and sustain the baby's life in the womb. Blocking the hormone, in essence, starves the baby and it dies in the uterus, in the womb. The second drug, misoprostol, causes the uterus to start contractions that will expel the baby, typically a woman sitting on a toilet. Obviously, for the baby, abortion pills are never safe, as they are intended to end his or her life. For the woman, the abortion pills seem like a simple way to end a pregnancy. Pop a few pills and make an unwanted pregnancy go away. I truly understand and appreciate the fear felt by women facing an unplanned pregnancy, especially if you're young and unmarried. I was 16 years old when I faced my unplanned pregnancy. Abortion providers are trying to make the use of abortion pills even more convenient and simple by prescribing these pills through telemed services. But without seeing a doctor, abortion pills can even be more dangerous. The purpose of seeing a doctor is twofold. First, to rule out an ectopic pregnancy, which can only be done using an ultrasound. Abortion pills are not effective to end a pregnancy that is an ectopic pregnancy. And sadly, death can occur if the ectopic pregnancy isn't properly treated. Women should also see a doctor to determine if she is one of the 15% of women that has Rh negative blood. If so, she will need an Rh immunoglobulin injection after the abortion to prevent complications in future pregnancies. Beyond these important reasons why prescribing abortion pills through telemedicine is risky is information related to a peer-reviewed study of 423 taxpayer-funded abortions that found the abortion pill was related to emergency room visits. The increase in emergency room visits was 507% from 2002 to 2015. Women are coming to the emergency room suffering from hemorrhaging, anemia, and uterine infections. And in about 2 to 7% of these cases, the abortion pills don't complete the abortion. And when this happens, the woman must go through a surgical abortion to complete the abortion and to remove the remaining tissue and baby remains. If there are remains in the woman's uterus for weeks or months, it can build up uterine scar tissue, which can cause future pregnancy complications or even infertility. Another problem for many women who take the pills after 8 weeks or so of the pregnancy is that you will see an identifiable baby in the toilet. Earlier in the pregnancy, the baby kind of looks like the tip of your pinky, but by 8 to 10 weeks, you can see the baby because it is developed. This is very traumatic for the woman, and it is very hard to live with going forward. This increase in emergency room visits led to a group of ER doctors filing a lawsuit against the Food and Drug Administration, questioning the swiftness of the approval process for the abortion pills. To counter the narrative of these doctors' testimonies in the case, on April 1st of 2023, the New York Times published an article that's entitled, "Are Abortion Pills Safe? Here is the Evidence." It reported that more than 100 scientific studies concluded that the pills are safe for terminating a pregnancy. But what the New York Times did not do in their article was to cite the studies specifically. They simply showed a picture of a group of them printed out. Remember, in today's world of fake news, it is important to question everything you hear and read, even on the internet, which is why we have posted on our webpage the links to the studies discussed here. One news agency, Live Action News, decided to dig deeper into the New York Times claims, and they discovered a number of problems with their conclusions. First, the researchers themselves that were used for the report are actually associated with abortion businesses, and the studies spanned 30 years, which may not necessarily reflect the protocols and dosages currently being used. They also found that the studies they had photos, listed anonymous as their funding source, which is usually an indication of a conflict of interest. It's kind of like if the tobacco industry funded studies to prove smoking is harmless. In this case, the people and the foundations funding the studies were investors in the pill manufacturing company. They also discovered that multiple authors of the studies themselves are on the payrolls of these companies involved and are profiting from the sale of the pills. One example is a man named Jacobs. He is actually the Ryan Residency Family Planning Director and has served on the boards of Planned Parenthood of New York City, as well as a physician for reproductive health. In other words, he supports abortion and is biased. Another problem with the article is the small sample size used in the studies. The New York Times article only represented a total of 124,000 abortions, which is less than 0.5% of the 5.6 million women who are using the abortion pill in the United States. I should also note that according to the FDA website, abortion pills have actually caused at least 28 women to die from complications after taking the abortion pill. Finally, Students for Life is seeking to address awareness about the chemicals that are in the abortion pills that are impacting our environment, as well as what is being flushed down the toilets. Kristen Hawkins, president of Students for Life, notes, quote, "For more than 20 years, women have been flushing their aborted babies and tainted urine into our sewers and water supplies. Brick and mortar abortion vendors are not permitted to flush away human remains, and hospitals treat placenta tissue and human remains with utmost care. Our government is making cemeteries of our sewers and exposing us all to the chemically tainted blood, tissue, and human remains from the abortion pills." I highly recommend reading her article, which is also included in our list of resources. While there's so much more I'd love to share, time prevents me from doing so. I encourage you to review the links we've shared, be an informed customer, and share your knowledge with others. Thank you.